Testing, testing. Okay, looks like we got audio. Really actually check it in from my other tabs. Okay, looks fine. Got the walkthrough open, so everything is mostly ready. Let me just get my get some water, and then I'll be right back. We can start the stream properly. Somewhat late start today. I was basically trying out some stuff in Granblue Fantasy Versus, just trying out some setups, combos for Versusia. I played her a bit yesterday, and I was having a bit of trouble because she's a strange character. It's like she wants to be something. She wants to be a Sonar sometimes, and then sometimes she wants to be a rushdown character. She's slow as hell, but once she gets in, basically all of her normals have plus frames. Well, at least the ones that aren't like long range pogs. And she has like one big advancing move. And if she does, if she sets up her buff, that is like with the U button, she gets to actually do follow-ups that normally also lead to either combo extensions or plus frames. So it's a bit strange, but it's a bit strange because she can't really get in that easily because of the way her movement works. Also, no defensive options aside from the universal mechanics is a little disappointing in a game like Granblue Fantasy, where they're just so fucking strong. So, I don't know how I feel about the character. I'd probably, like, right now, I just put it squarely at mid-tier in terms of her gameplay, but she looks... she looks great. And her moves also look pretty hype. It's just the actual execution. I don't know if I'm just playing her wrong or if it just feels like other characters are easier and stronger to play. I mean, she can still explode you if you're not paying attention. Anyway, let's see. Where did we leave off last time? Right, I believe we were doing the free episodes. The free time episodes, the bonding events. I think last time I said I didn't care about Ash, but I was thinking about it, and she only has one more level. This might just get her out of the way so I never have to do one of these again. But I kinda... It's a shame, I want to do all of them. I already took care of all of these. We will get one more free time event. It's kind of surprising that Judith gets more than Elaine, actually. That's interesting. It would be nice to just do this one and just get her out of the way entirely. I know why I'm saving. It's just a reflex. I just loaded the game. Here, let's do Ashen first. Everyone took a short break. They split up. Ni hao, Van. Sudden Chinese. Thanks for coming. You're okay with giving me a little tour, right? So first, I was thinking... Whoa, pump the brakes aside. I had a quick question for you, if you don't mind. I move the microphone a bit. You picked a weird-ass time to visit Edith. What's the itinerary? I thought you're here on your own. Yeah, Baba's on a business trip here, so I decided to tag along. Though I do have some business of my own, if I'm being honest. Right, the sketchy business, if I had to guess. I do old man's negotiations, bake sales. Renegotiating bake sales. Well, you're not wrong. He's got a few of our companies together to figure out a plan for you-know-who. Sao came along as well, but he's... well, I'm not sure where he is, actually. Real shame, honestly. This was a wonderful chance for a date. White Orchid Dragon's up to something, huh? I don't like the smell of that. Well, anyway, I still have a while before the meeting, so I figured, why not take a walk around? I was busy getting everything ready with the attendees, so I have nothing else to do. You know Edith like the back of your hand, don't you? I mean, yeah, but can't Aaron do it? Might as well ask him. I did, but he canceled out of nowhere, the jerk. He didn't even call me, he texted. Can you believe that? He just texted me. Something came up, go ask the old man if he'll do it. He hasn't changed a bit, I swear. That little shit. It's pretty unprofessional. Come on, Van, please, for me. It's been so long since I last visited Edith. There's so much to see, so many souvenirs to buy. It'll be a favor Heiyu owes you for. Come on, please. Heiyu really isn't gonna care about... Ugh, okay, fine. I'll show you around a bit. We'll call it an apology for how that job thing went down. Yay, thanks. Those jackets glowing, there's me. Hey, so which one of these do you think would look good on Tao? You're really thinking about him instead? But this tour was for you. Oh, don't be such a killjoy. Tao and I are in Edith together for the very first time. This is a perfect chance to deepen our bond. Should I pick out a matching piece for myself, now that I think about it? I think that's a good idea. I can just hear him now. Ah, we match, I see. And then he'll get all flustered and... Whoa! Lady, your mind works in strange ways. Sploosh. I wonder what kind of gift he'd like. Mephiria is cold around this time of year, so maybe I should get him a pair of gloves. Or perhaps a scarf. I got jump scared by that voice.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Is this for your little brother? He's studying in Mephiria right now, ain't he? That's right. After all the trouble in Crossbow a year and a half ago, he decided to study abroad. I'm going to broaden my horizons, were his words, as I recall. His experience over there must have been eye-opening. Huh, seems like you're proud of the kid. Oh! I forgot the name, but I think I know the character they're talking about. I am. But he could stand to be less cheeky, and I wish he wouldn't fall head over heels for girls who are way out of his age range. Yep, I know who that is. I completely forgot his name, though. I was trying to steal Ellie away. Looking to buy that for GM? Yeah, he's a bit of a soba addict. According to him, nothing beats it when you're tuckered out. Sounds like he's been busy as a bee. He does a lot of advising these days. Guess that screw-up of his didn't shake his standing in Heiyu all that much. But it's just buying the flower from Cryo. Soba fans love that stuff, so if you give him that, he'll be in 7th heaven. Oh, really now? Well, I think I'll trust your advice and go with that then. I wonder if you get that dialogue if you don't do the side quest over at Cryo. Well, I got some time to kill. What to do? Maybe I'll stop by for a bit of booze while the sun's still up. There's the cuties for when it goes down. So this is where you've been, Aaron. You look awfully relaxed for someone who just ditched all his responsibilities on me. Why are you here? It's not that hard to guess what you get up to. How come you canceled on me last minute? You haven't been causing trouble for everyone, right? I so know you messed up your sleeping schedule again, and I bet your diet's not far off. Oh, you did not just come all this way to have her nag at me. You were asking for it. Van and Ashen took Aaron around town, having him serve as the tour guide for the day. After ending their tour at Tryon Tower, they returned to the Sidon district. So just picked him up. It's like, no, you do the work. You don't look busy. Now that was fun. I got to buy a ton of stuff. I got to see all the sights, everything. It's really something seeing the tower up close. It gives the Great Spire a run for its Mira. Not sure those are really in the same category, but fair enough. Hey. Oh, don't worry about them. I'm perfectly aware of them. Assuming you're here on Lu family business, you're quite a ways from Langport, though. Seems everybody's traveling on business these days. I'd expect no less of you, Lady Ashen. Xiongqiu, huh? Not from the Lu family, are they? Indeed not. Though they seem awfully casual for Xiongqiu, normally they try to hide their presence. So is the message being sent here that Xiongqiu doesn't even need to try in order to keep tabs on little old me? I think you're mistaken, Lady Ashen. My master simply wishes to banish these clouds looming over Heiyue, that we might shine brighter. It's really impressive how you can say that with a straight face. You really think your master is looking to resolve all this peacefully? That just doesn't sound right, does it? Now, obviously, I'm not going to pick a fight with you, at least not in public. But if, that's a big if, your boss thinks he can get the better of us, then the Lu family will accept your challenge anytime. I will let them know. Alright, let's head back now. Okay, wait. Give me a second to process all that. Heiyue's own little princess, huh? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree there. Remind me not to piss you off. I like having my head on my neck. Scared to think what would have happened if I turned you down. How rude. I wouldn't have done anything, probably. I do value our friendship, Van, and I'd like to keep it that way. Hee hee. I'll really owe you, both for Langport and for keeping Aaron safe. I mean it. Oh, I know. I was just messing with you. But what were you talking about back there? It sounded like some kind of turf war business. Oh, just some shadows sneaking around. Nothing to worry about. Baba might have told you, but Heiyue is split between several groups and families. Sometimes we have to tie those loose ends back up ourselves. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. That's what Yeye always said. Okay, let's head on back. I should let Baba know what happened. Do you want to see him? He should be back now, and I think he might want to thank you for today. I'm good. Thanks. It's kind of like asking me to walk into a minefield, no offense. Hey, come on! Don't antagonize us like that! Ashen eventually got Van to reconsider, read comply, and exchange pleasantries with her father. Despite being worn out from the encounter, Van met up with the rest of the gang and went right back to work.
This is one relationship I'll cherish. For Heiyue, as much as anything else.
The girl with a monarch's education received cerulean charm. And we never have to see her again. Not that I don't like her, I'm just not particularly interested in what she might do for the story. She just seemed like the quest giver character. And that was it.
Hey. Did you see? There's a new movie.
Might be time to actually do our side quests now. One next. She only had one connection stage, so it was kind of free. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the ones over at Sidon District.
Go, go, go! That's fair.
Just following the walkthrough. Because this girl's still painting that thing. That's gonna turn into like an evil dungeon, like every other high building in the series has done at some point or another. Every tall spire ends up doing that. Wait, is this the same dialogue she had before? Does she just keep saying that every time you talk to her every day? A little upsetting.
Alright.
It's like, it's rare that a Trails game does that. Usually they just decide to update the dialogue every single time, no matter how few people will actually see it. After every story beat. Due to various reasons, I cannot reveal the details of this request here. Please forgive me. Danger is approaching my lady, and I need your help to save her. I shall explain everything in person. I will be waiting beneath the overpass in Sidon District. There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards. Let's start with this one, though. Where did he say he was? Oh my god, the buttons.
Objective set.
They said he was in the Sidon District, right?
Planner launched.
Maybe I'm stupid. Is it under the overpass? But can you even? Oh, I guess so. Since it was red, I thought it was something else. Yo, we got a request from a Rumsfeld. You the guy? I'm the Spriggan from Arkwright Solutions. Ah, yes, thank you. It's good to put a face to the name. Your request entailed rescuing a young lady. Yes, let's get right to it. I haven't much time. The lady in question is Berselia, daughter of the CEO of the Bank of Edith. My name is Rumsfeld, and I serve as the young Mrs. Butler and bodyguard. Oh wow, that's one of the biggest financial institutions in Calvard. They have a watertight reputation from what I hear. They do everything by the book. That's impressive. So she's really rich? Okay, so what's the situation? Right, it brings me shame to admit, but she's been kidnapped. We don't know who the perpetrator might be. It only just happened last night. As her caretaker, I'm just... Yeah, it's serious. I was worried that's what it was, so it's pretty dire. Did the kidnapper make any demands? What other information do we have to go on? Well, the young miss is a semi-permanent resident here at the hotel penthouse, you see. Her father arranged it for her, hoping it would let her live more on her own terms than if she were at his home. But last night, the young miss slipped away for a night to herself, and she failed to return. This morning, we found a ransom note delivered to the hotel, written for the president. We have your daughter, 10 million mira in cash. Bring the money to the exchange point. Bring police or bracers, and we kill her. Indeed, some individual or group has captured her. The culprit also sent the mobile terminal Berselia has been using. They're meticulous, to a terrifying degree. That's why I turn to you. We need your help to investigate these villains. We'd also like you to accompany her father to the exchange point. Oh, I getcha. They said no police or bracers, but maybe they'll count a Spriggan as an exception. Okay, we're alright taking this on now? Sure are. This is a big job, actually. We're on the case. Thank you ever so much. I knew I could count on you. So first off, can we talk to the dad? Where is he? Well, the CEO, her father rather, is often busy with his work. He's currently overseeing a project to bring overall network coverage to rural areas in Calvard. As this involves traveling to said areas, he has no network signal out there. We've been unable to contact him. That's a problem. If he doesn't have any signal, we straight up can't call him, right? Sheesh, talk about bad timing. So that pretty much puts him out of the question. We gotta do this on our own, sounds like. I did observe some strange behavior that might be relevant to the case. Lately, Berselia has been refusing her bodyguard's company when she goes out. She frequents the Tyrell district on those days. I see. We would keep a watch on her from a distance when she would go there. And we found that she had befriended this young man who, pardon my judgment, but he has the air of a ruffian around him. About him. Might be that gang we met earlier. Could he have roped Berselia into something shady? Well, in spite of it, their interactions were surprisingly cordial. The young man would buy her ice cream, take her to movies. By all accounts, they were simply friends. We had thought she was in good hands so that we could give her space, but evidently not. I see. That makes me curious about the young man's background. Same, let's get to work. First stop, Tyrell. Oh, do we have some time before they want the ransom money? We do have time. By all means, take whatever time you need to investigate. The criminal specified Dirk Memorial Park as the exchange point. I will await you at the park's entrance. Once you've completed your investigation, please rendezvous with me. Sounds like a plan. Alright, gang, let's get out there and start digging for clues. Let's hit up that ice cream vendor first, see what they have to say. Understood. I'll keep tabs on the time we have left until the handover.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Let's be on our way.
One bullet.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Hey there, I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. Have you had a rich-looking girl stop by your stall by any chance? She would have had a young guy with her, something of a delinquent. Oh yes, I know exactly who you must be talking about. They looked like the oddest pair together, so they stuck out like a sore thumb. It's great, could you tell us more about them? Do you remember what they were talking about? What was your impression of them? Let me think. For two people who seemed about as different as you could get, they were getting along unusually well. Like they were pretty good friends. The guy looked like a bit of a rough character, but he was telling her all kinds of things about the Tyrell district. As for the girl, she seemed pretty worried about her relationship with her dad. He was being pretty sweet and trying to give her advice from what I could hear. That's interesting, so she was talking about her family. Judging by what Rumsfeld told us, it definitely sounded like she and her father weren't all that close. Maybe that's been bothering her. Could you tell us a bit more about the guy? Anything that stuck out about him? Every little detail helps. He didn't seem all that remarkable to me, so it's hard to know what to say. But he did seem surprisingly naive for a guy who otherwise looked like a troublemaker, I can tell you that much. I think I also heard him mention that his mom runs a general store over in Old Town. Oh, I know who it is then. Did you say general store? Huh, of all the people it could have been, it had to be him, huh? Wild. What do you mean, Mr. Arkwright? Is that to say you might know the identity of the young man in question? Yeah, you could say that. Think about it. Old Town General Store, deadbeat son, there's only one guy I can think of who ticks all the boxes. I'm thinking about Eddie, the son of the lady who runs Newberry General Store. Oh, now I get it. You must be right. I've heard rumors before that he likes to go out partying at night. We still don't know how the hell a guy like him wound up meeting such a rich girl, though. There's gotta be more to this story still. We need to find more info. I half expect it to be that, they hit it off, and then he told one of the other guys in the gang. Because he's like in a kind of dangerous gang. And they went, oh, we're gonna kidnap her. Can you bring her over here? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Bring her to the party? No problem. If you're looking for someone else to talk to, why don't you try Macmillan Cafe? I've seen the two of them talking out on the entrance before a handful of times. Somewhere there might know something. I see, thank you for the information. We'll be sure to look into it. Do you go in from this side?
Good grief.
One bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival.
Hi there, I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. You see any young, rich girls hanging out with a rough around the edges guy around here recently? Doesn't have to be a big lead or nothing. Whatever you know, we'd appreciate if you shared it with us. Ooh, a private investigator, huh? That's a neat job to have. You wouldn't have to be that famous Spriggan everyone likes to talk about in these parts, would you? Spriggan? Sorry, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Not to be rude, but we're pressed for time. We know those two have been to this cafe, and we're looking to find someone who can tell us more. Sorry if I offended you. Just not every day I get to talk to people like you. Anyway, I definitely know who you're talking about. I've seen those two people sitting at that table over there a lot lately. They get up to some pretty interesting conversations. I know it's rude, but I can't help but listen in on them, you know? Now we ask what they've discussed in those conversations. Well, earlier the girl was asking him all sorts of things about kidnapping. Like what sort of cases have been there before, what goes into kidnapping someone, stuff like that. Oh, it's just gonna be a setup. Probably the daughter set it up so in a like harebrained scheme to get her father to worry. He had this serious expression on his face, but she looked happy and excited for some reason. If only she thought to ask me. I'm an expert in that sort of thing. I love getting kidnapped. I mean, I could have told her everything she wanted to know and then some. I love kidnapping people. No, I mean, that's not it either. This one appears to have some very peculiar interests. That's so weird. Why would she want to talk about kidnapping? She must have some sort of reason. Wait, could it have something to do with this case? Yeah, although we still don't have enough proof yet to be sure. I don't know what you guys are going on about, but it sounds like you were able to figure something out. Glad I was able to help. Oh, one more thing. That guy seems to run with a pretty tough crowd. You better be careful if you're going to keep investigating him. Huh? What sort of people are you talking about? From what I overheard, he belongs to Desire. They're a nasty gang. Fighting, stealing, blackmailing. You name it, they've done it, and more. Those people aren't above doing anything. Whatever it takes to get what they want, they'll do it without blinking an eye. I don't think that guy understands what he's gotten himself into. He seemed to believe they have more honors and morals than they really do. That girl didn't seem to know any better either, and he just went along with what he had to say. Oh, maybe it was a harebrained scheme hatched by her, but it turned into something real. We've talked to him before in the past. His name's Eddie, and that was more or less the impression he gave me, yeah. That makes me think they might just be using him for all he's worth if his outlook towards them is that rosy. That's what I wanted to warn you about. It's not him you need to be concerned about, it's the people he works with that could be a problem. But it's entirely possible Eddie's being put up to something without realizing it. Thanks for the tip. You've given us a lot to work with. Now that we know all of that, where should we go next? I think we've got a good handle of what's probably going on here. Now we just need to confirm our findings and go from there. For now, we should figure out what's been going on with Eddie. Time to take a trip to Newberry in Old Town. I remember him being kind of an asshole. He was being extremely rude to his poor mother.
Hello.
Hey Brenda, I'm dropping by because of a job. I wanted to ask about your son. Mind telling us what your kid's been up to lately? Oh, ideas. Should I be worried? Did that boy of mine do something? No, nothing to be alarmed about yet. He might have kidnapped someone, but maybe not. We're looking into something. We thought to ask him a few questions. How has he been doing lately? Feel free to go into as much detail as you can, please. That's a relief, or as much as can be, really. I get no end of stress when it comes to that boy. As for how he's been lately, something does come to mind. He usually doesn't have a single mirror to his name and will constantly demand I lend him some, but he looks like he's doing well lately. Actually, he even said he'd finally pay me back all he owed. That's good news, isn't it? You don't sound excited. I know for a fact that boy doesn't have a job, not even a part-time one. The money he's been getting is coming from that gang he's a part of. And if that's not enough, they said they might promote him if he did good with his current job, if you can't believe it. I think he mentioned it having to do with helping this girl he'd met, but I didn't really get it. The plot thickens. Might be some big shit if he's up, or it must be some big shit he's up to if they're offering him authority. There's also the matter of the girl in question. At this point, I believe we can more or less piece together what his task entails. So Eddie's really up to something dangerous, isn't he? That stupid son of mine. Could you please lend him a hand? Despite everything, I'm still his mother and would hate to see him hurt. Don't even need to ask. Neighbors gotta look out for each other. I'm glad we're finally done talking to Brenda. That was a lot. We have everything we need to report back to Mr. Rumsfeld now, don't we? Correct. Considering when the two sides are supposed to meet, the timing couldn't be better. Which means we're heading over to Dirk Memorial Park next. We'll take the time to go through all the info we gathered and come up with an action plan. Sounds good to me. Let me check something. What's our alignment looking like? Our alignment chart? A bit hard to tell which one we've got the most of. Maybe gray? So if a choice comes up that looks like lower chaos, I should take those. It really doesn't matter. Let's see, I had to go to Dirk Memorial Park.
Off we go.
We can fight monsters here, right? Oh, it's so good to see you all. I gather your investigation into the culprit has finished, yes? Would you please inform me of what you found? Sure, we've more or less figured out what led to all of this. It's gonna take some explaining, so we'll go one step at a time. First you should know is, your girl's been hanging out with a local punk named Eddie. He's part of a gang known as Desire, though he hasn't really fit in with them that much until now. Desire, I've heard of that group. People say they're so ruthless and cunning, even the police closely monitor their movements. It's true, yet despite all that, it seems that Eddie's been making a fair bit of money lately. In fact, it started happening right when he and Berselia first met. We have reason to believe these two facts are connected to each other. I think I understand what you're trying to say. Essentially, you believe that this Eddie fellow is receiving payment in exchange for befriending my lady. Yeah, something like that. Considering who he hangs with, it makes sense that Desire would put him up to this. Although it's possible that the money might actually come directly from Berselia herself. I see. To that end, we've uncovered evidence that appears to tie all of this together. According to his mother, Eddie said something rather peculiar to her. Namely, that if his so-called current assignment went well, he could be promoted to the gang's upper leadership. Considering the timing of this statement, it feels all but certain that this assignment in question must refer to the kidnapping and ransom. I see. I believe I understand the situation now. Basically, it was Eddie who committed the kidnapping, while Desire was the organization that masterminded it, correct? Yeah, but that's not all. This is where things get crazy. It looks like Berselia herself was in on the plan too. She was? It checks out the more you think about it. Long story short, this whole thing is both a real kidnapping and a staged kidnapping. The truth of the matter is, this kidnapping is both real and staged at the same time. I will admit, I had the faintest suspicion deep down that that may indeed be the case. Now let me rephrase my earlier assessment. In essence, my lady initially devised the kidnapping to be staged. However, now that this Desire is involved, they're now attempting to turn it into an actual one with genuine stakes, yes? Bingo, they're only pretending to help her with her plan. But in reality, they're after a much bigger payday. Knowing how evil these guys are, I definitely wouldn't put it past them to try something like this. If only I had paid greater heed to my lady's loneliness. Perhaps she wouldn't have felt the need to go to such extreme lengths. I'm so sorry, I can only imagine how you must feel right now. It is what it is, we can't take back what already happened. I think more than anything, she's trying to test her old man to see if he'll choose her over his work. Moving along, I believe the main question now is how to go about addressing the ransom itself. You do not have to respond to their demands, we can attempt to ambush them instead if you prefer. No, that's quite alright, my lady's safety is absolutely paramount. As much as I would prefer to avoid doing so, I'm fully willing to offer the money, if that's what it takes. Are you sure? 10 million mira is a massive amount, even for the president of a bank. Indeed it is. Nevertheless, I am prepared to take full responsibility for such a loss. I'm certain that if my master were here, he would come to the same decision, without a doubt. As you wish. Alright then, we'll play things straight with them. But keep in mind, we're talking about a gang that had the guts to pull something like this in the first place. I don't think it's realistic to expect these goons to be on the up and up when it comes to make the exchange. Best we stay flexible and see how they act. Depending on how it all goes down, we may need to shift gears. If we do, we still might be able to get the girl back without you having to fork over any mira. No promises, but we'll see. I appreciate the consideration. It's clear how professional and thorough you all are. Regardless, we still have some time remaining before our meeting with my lady's captors is set to commence. Shall we wait here until it's time to depart for the rendezvous point? Let me give it some thought. Might as well, we're all set on our end. Actually, before we go, I doubt those goons would take too kindly to all of us rolling up at once. We should keep the number of people who meet with them to a minimum. You okay if it's only me who tags along? Certainly, that sounds like a wise suggestion. If I may make a suggestion, Mr. Arkwright, why don't you pretend to be my subordinate? Never thought I'd be an under-butler. Works for me. In that case, the rest of us will remain close by so that we can quickly move in should you require our assistance. That sounds like a plan. Be careful, you two. Good luck, guys. You've got this. Thanks, guys. Stay sharp in case things go south. I'm kind of sad that they didn't get Vanna's suit. There you are. Rumsfeld, you came! Oh, my lady, I'm so relieved you're alright. Oh, now, let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. Oh no, it's the guy with the little chin strap. He keeps showing up. We specifically asked for the girl's pops to come do the trade-off, but I sure don't see him anywhere. What's the deal? Don't tell me he's the guy next to you. I find that a little hard to swallow. No, the master is currently away on business in a remote region. We, as her bodyguards, have been dispatched in his stead. Sorry, I'm not the guy you're looking for. But don't worry, we still made sure to bring what you're really after. We've got 10 million mirror right here. Should be enough to satisfy, yeah? And it's good enough. You did the bare minimum you were expected to, at least. It has to be you, though, eh, girlie? His own daughter gets nabbed and your old man just throws some catch at the problem. Can't even be bothered to show his face. Don't you think it's a little suspicious he's at work? Maybe he decided to ditch you and hang out with his girl toy instead. My father would never do such a thing. But I suppose perhaps that he doesn't love me after all, if even this failed to sway him. Berselia. My lady, you have nothing to fear. It's true the master is ill-mannered at times. There's nobody in all of Samuria who loves you more than he. If you don't mind, I have a message I'd like for you to hear. Perhaps it will demonstrate how he truly feels. Is that my mobile terminal? What's it doing here? The master sent a recording to this device yesterday. Please, have a listen. Is this thing on? Am I being recorded? Ahem. First, I should explain that I have to take off this morning on the first train out. As we cannot speak in person, I wanted to leave a message for you at the very least. That's my father's voice. It's really him. I am so sorry, Berselia. I'm always so distracted with my work. I can only imagine how lonely you must feel. Your birthday's coming up soon, isn't it? I know I was away on other business trips for the past 2 birthdays and wasn't able to celebrate as I should have. But I promise you, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure I'm home in time for your birthday this year. And when I do return, I'm going to give you your present myself. Until then, it pains me that I have to leave you alone yet again. Please, try to keep your spirits up. Know that I really, truly do love you, Berselia, my darling daughter. Father, I didn't realize you cared so much. Glad he decided to step up and show he knows how to be a dad for once. How do you manage to come across that voicemail? I'm genuinely impressed. Well, I remember that the master asked me several days ago how to send such a message to someone. It made me wonder if, perhaps, it was the young lady to whom he sent it. Then, when I went searching, sure enough, there it was. I could have been such a fool. I shouldn't have doubted Father and tested him like this. I'm sorry, Rumsfeld. I must confess, this whole kidnapping was planned by me. I was scared Father didn't truly love me, so I... Think nothing of it, my lady. You felt the need to act. I completely understand how you must feel. Thanks, Rumsfeld. I'm okay, Eddie. You can let go of my hand now. I might not have achieved what I set out to do, but I still want to pay everyone what I can in exchange for their time. Priscilla, you don't have to do that, but if you're comfortable with it, I won't stop you. Not so quick, Eddie. Music goes away. This dumbass sub-story's over. Now the fun begins. What is the meaning of this? We had a deal. Are you breaking it? You bet your fine rich ass we are. This is $10 million. This is $10 million for the taking. Why take your pitiful paycheck when we could make off with that hefty ransom? And it's all thanks to our wonderful pal Eddie. We couldn't have done it without him. What a fucking idiot. It's not every day you meet a gullible mark who's just begging to be held hostage and robbed of her own money. You can't be serious. You tricked me, Eddie? I trusted you. No, that's not true. I only agreed to help out because I'm an idiot. And as for you two gents, don't even think about trying anything funny. Hand over the case, nice and quiet like. And make it quick, or else I can't guarantee Daddy's little girl will celebrate her birthday in one piece. If you put even a single scratch on Miss Berselia, you will pay for it. Man, I hate being right. I had a feeling it'd go down like this. I didn't ask you to introduce yourself, but I know you're that famous spriggan everyone always talks about. I was on the lookout for cops or bracers, but I sure didn't count on meeting someone like you. That geezer there's one conniving old fart. So, you know about Mr. Arkwright as well, do you? I figured you to be some mere hoodlum, but it appears you're smarter than you look. A shame you wasted on such nonsense. Well, if you know who I am, then we can cut right to the chase. I took on a job and I fully intend to complete it. You're giving that girl back, one way or another. If you want to make a deal, we can talk, but not until you hand her over first. Otherwise, I've got permission from my butler friend to send you all straight to Ideas. Don't think I won't do it. Hey, hold on a minute, Jeffrey. The Desire I know would never stoop to something this low. Put the gun down before you do anything we'll all regret, please. We'd never do something like this? Don't make me laugh. You don't know the first thing about us. Listen, I got you in the gang for one reason and one reason only. Because you made for a handy, expendable pawn. But you know what? You did good putting this rich brat up to all this. Better than I even expected, really. I owe you one, so I'll tell you what. You can leave our gang right now, if you're so queasy about getting your hands dirty. How about it? You can't be serious. Jeffrey, tell me you're lying. I looked up to you. I thought you were a badass. But you're sniveling already. Chinstruck man just beats him up. Eddie! Just teleport into the frame to do it. Anyway, back to business. Where were we? Alright, letting the girl go free. I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. Last time I checked, we weren't in a position to be making demands of us. As far as we're concerned, this chick's just a pile of used bait now. You sure you want to push your luck? Eek. I really wish Van had a sheath for that thing. Instead of it disappearing by his side. It kind of reminds me of something that actually bothered me about the Cold Steel games. Because you noticed it more with 3D avatars. I think he got a sheath in the later games, but in the first one, Reem kept like putting his sword on his hip and having it disappear. We shall go ahead and hand over the briefcase. All we ask is that you return the young lady to us unharmed. Yeah, you got my word. Now step forward nice and slowly, any sudden movements and I blow her brains out. Stop right there. Leave the case on the ground and go straight back. I'll only let her go if you do. Got it, I hear you. Now comes the tricky part. There's no way he hands her over quietly. We already agreed that Rumsfeld would go in and rescue her while I held those idiots back. The question is what to do about the money. The safest thing would be to prioritize her safety and let the cash go. Let it be 10 million mira down the drain. Hardly chump change. It's okay, it's a millionaire. On the flip side, Rumsfeld and I could trust Eddie with the case and focus on rescuing the girl. What to do? So, this is a law and gray option. We're just gonna do the law option. It's settled. Forget the money. Rescuing the girl comes first. Alright, look. We have every intention of giving you the money, just like you asked. But we need to trust you'll fill your end of the We need to trust you'll fill your end of the bargain. What do you say you let her go forward a bit first? Did I just tell you? You're in no position to try and boss me around. Now, are you gonna do as I say or what? Fine, you made your point. Is this good enough for you? Ha, you moron. You really did it? Damn right I did. Now it's your turn. Hand her over now. Ha 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 ha. Evil laughter. Ha 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 ha. You think after netting this much cash doing nothing, I'm just gonna let her go? I'd have to be stupider than you. Amazing. Just a few measly threats were enough to convince you to part ways with 10 million mira. You're one of a damn kind. We'll be holding on to her for the time being. Better start scrounging up some more mira for the next ransom. No! Too damn predictable. Predictable. Get the mirror, boys. It's ours now. Yes, sir. Don't think I didn't see this coming, too. Yeah, right back at ya. What? My lady, over here. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I guess we did it. Yeah, what the hell are you idiots doing? Don't blame me, boss. That old dick's stronger than he looks. Damn it, I wasn't planning on you guys putting up such a fight. Here's a thought, how about I take the money and we call it even? Deal? Fine, much as I hate to see you... Wait, much as I hate seeing you get your grubby hands on it. Haters gonna hate. Later, suckers. What an asshole. That leader of theirs was a crafty little prick to the end. Hmm? Ow. Eddie, you're alright! I wonder if you keep the money. If you do the chaos option. Well, that escalated quickly. At least it seems like Berselia made it out safe and sound. That's what counts. The bad guys were able to make off with the ransom money, though. Please, don't concern yourself with that. It was a small sum to pay to ensure my lady's safety. Indeed, without that money, I doubt they would have backed down otherwise. That's my take, too. We managed to resolve things amicably enough. I'm so sorry I put you through that nightmare. I can't tell you how glad I am that you're okay. It's alright, Eddie. I'm just relieved you aren't too hurt. If anyone should be apologizing, it's me. I feel terrible for believing that you deceived me. It's nice to see the two of you make amends. I must emphasize, your business with us is not done. You put the young lady in danger in the first place. I wish to hear your side of the story later, in order to get a full picture of what transpired. Is that alright? Yes, absolutely. I don't know how I'll ever make up for the lost money, though. Please, don't take this out on Eddie. It's my fault any of this ever happened. Well, it looks like you can handle things from here. Unless you need anything else, I think we're going to bounce. Mr. Arkwright, everyone, thank you again for your assistance. No words are enough to express my gratitude to you.
That takes care of that. Looks good to me.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Well, it doesn't really matter to us whether we get the money or not. All we care about is answering that both question. And also some alignment points. Okay. Let's see, next quest would be the one in
Taking off
Station
now.
Street. Actually, give me a second, I'm kinda hungry. I'm gonna go get some cookies. Be right back. Okay. I want to check some things on the Twitch side too. Give me a second. Okay. Where was I?
One bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival showing of the smash hit Bullets Requiem.
Why don't we see...
My father's been turned into a Scientologist. I don't want to force him to quit, but I'm rather worried that I haven't heard from him. Can you help check on him?
Good grief. Actually...
Are you Stefan? The guy that wrote that request. Probably shouldn't be reading while I'm eating stuff. We're with Arkwright Solutions. Really came, thank goodness. I was worried you wouldn't even see my request. You mentioned worrying about the safety of your father. He joined a cult. I haven't been able to get in touch with him for some time now. I'd like you to find out if it's alright. That's it? Don't want us to get him out of it? Like that's what most people in your position would try to do. I have mixed feelings on the whole situation, to be honest. That religion in particular. It hasn't been all bad on us, or him really. Have you heard about them? They're called Libra Domina. Never heard of it, no. They worship ideas. But it's also based on the concept of karma. Doing good deeds brings rewards, while bad ones do the opposite. That seems fine. It's done a lot of good for him. My father was kind of a terrible person before he joined them, you see. He was a real deadbeat. Mom divorced him, and I didn't see him after that. Until recently. When I finally met him again, it was like he was a totally different person. A friend of his apparently recommended he join the church, which he did. And the church put him back on the right track. Pretty much. He became a really hard worker and dropped both drinking and gambling. He's shown regret for turning his back on his family at the time too. Can't say it's all bad. I'm partly happy he joined, actually. But I just can't shake this anxiety I feel the more I hear about them. What have you heard? Most people who join the church, they start trying to convince anyone and everyone to join too. Oh, so they're not, it's not a cult, it's just Christianity. I mean, recruiting more members is considered one of the good deeds I mentioned earlier, and it lets you level up as a person. Oh no, this is gamifying religion. I've heard that those who donate particularly large sums of mir are given special blessings by the religion's guru too. Okay, never mind, it's just a huge scam. My father's hoping that if he does enough good deeds, he'll be able to bring our family back together. Nothing wrong with wanting to do good things, yeah, but I'm not too sure about the recruitment and donations. So you gotta bring someone in for your what's the bonus called in gacha games and other games that have you give someone the link. Use my link to create your account. Yeah, we should I believe in has no interest in those things. That's why you're worried? Yeah, I mean, what if it's just the tip of the iceberg? What if there are worse things happening behind closed doors that I don't know about? So could I ask you to go and check on him? This really is a job more fit for us than the Guild cops. What should we do? Should we take the job on right now? Let's... Sure, we'll take your job on. With that settled, next step is figuring out where to start looking. You said a friend of your dad's the one that convinced him to join the church, yeah? Yeah, that's right. His name is Carson. I remember hearing that he's usually in the Riverside district at this time of day. Around the terrace area specifically. I think most people that want to join the religion or have any sort of interest in it have to go through him. Good a start as any. Alright, let's head to Riverside and see if we can find this Carson. Just leave the rest to us. We'll let you know if we learn anything useful. Thank you. Good luck. We should go ahead and make our way over to the terrace area of the Riverside district.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright. Let's be on our way.
Now then.
Haven't we seen this guy before? It looks like the person my client told me about. Hey there, you're Carson, yeah? Stefan told me to come to you. Oh yes, so you know Walton's son then? I'm Carson, yes. I'm pleased to know you have an interest in our activities. Allow me to explain Libra Domina. Yeah, about that. I was kinda hoping we could hear all of this from Stefan's dad, you know? Walton, I mean. I see. Unfortunately, Walton is currently busy with religious service. What kind of religious service? Ah, yes, Walton hasn't been able to make his tithes lately, I believe. He's helping out with services to the church. After all, tithes and good deeds both pave the road to a virtuous life. So, if you would allow me to explain our faith to you, I will. Do you wish to join the Libera Domina faith? I'm intrigued. Of course, I can imagine you'll need to experience the wonder of our beliefs first. As it happens, though, you are in fact quite fortunate. You are the number 1,000 person. You see, we're scheduled to soon hold the ceremony of purifying scales. The ceremony of purifying scales? What's that? Well, to start with, I should make clear that the Libra in our faith's name is the same Libra of the scales, all is made equal by the scales. Judgment is passed in the ceremony. Good shall be repaid with good, and evil shall be repaid with evil. So that's a particular flavor of your faith. So then, what should happen when the scales tip? Well, for those who have done much good, our Guru will grant them a blessing. For one who's done little good, or one who's done too much evil, our religious leader hands down divine punishment. Don't like the sound of that. What does this divine punishment of yours entail? Should it be called for, they will be forced to even the scales with their own blood. Wait a moment, with their blood? How exactly? Well, honestly, I'm not sure myself. After all, I've never done an evil deed in my life, so I'm not privy to the details. I've never done a single evil deed. Ever. I've never lied. I've never been lazy. Always in time for work. My family loves me. I've never made them worry. God, you know, you need not worry about it. As long as you earn your good deeds by preaching and tithing, you shouldn't have cause to meet such a fate. Jigger Corp's gonna be pretty hard on people who break the rules too, but I don't know. This feels totally different. I don't like it. I'll come to think of it, Walton will probably be partaking in the gathering too. Busy as he might be with service, doing the ritual is the duty of all believers. Yeah, we'll take you up on that offer to see the ritual then. Might be a good way to figure out if we want to join your faith or not. Well, of course, I'm thrilled to hear you're interested. The ceremony of purifying scales should be starting momentarily, in fact. The site is a sacred place, suitable for freeing and purifying the souls of the people. Riverside's concert hall, of course, which we have reserved for our use. Now, if you don't mind, I'll head over there now so I can inform the receptionist that you'll be coming. Sure, thanks. The Libra Domina feel more dangerous than I first thought they would be. Silver lining is that it sounds like our client's father as well. I do hope we'll be able to find him at this meeting. Nothing we can do except roll with the punches. It sounded like everyone would turn up though. I'll be careful while we're there. Of course, a mistake could turn an entire room of disciples into enemies. You know what they're going on about with the concert hall being sacred or whatever. Anyway, let's stop these weirdos. They're saying concert hall, but it's like the underground cabaret club. Is that what this is? Hello again, everyone. I've been waiting for you. I've already spoken to the receptionist about your wish to observe our ceremony. We'll begin momentarily. Are you ready to join us? So there's gonna be a boss fight here, actually. Very good. Show us then. Goddess, ay Dios. Ay Dios, we offer our gratitude on this holy day. I've done so many good deeds, I'm guaranteed a blessing. Glory to Libera Domina, glory to Libera Domina. I already kind of regret coming here. It's so overwhelming. I'll excuse myself now. May our Guru bless you all. Yeah, thanks. Goodness, they certainly are passionate. They sure are. Might be new and all, but I get the feeling they're soon gonna be a big pain in the ass at this rate. Honestly, I'd be out the door already, but we gotta find our client's father first. I believe I've located him. That man over there might be him. Yes, he matches the description. Good, that confirms that he's alive at least. Is it me or does he look kind of blurry? What do we do now? Everyone, let us offer our prayers of gratitude for this day, guided by the scales. You know he's evil because of the haircut and mustache. Oh, dear God. Sorry, dear Adios, goddess of the sky, we thank you for this day of salvation. Very well then, in the name of Adios, I hereby proclaim the beginning of the ceremony of purifying scales. We shall correct the injustices that have been left untouched for right and wrong, and purify our chaotic world. More like mindless drones than people here. Should we follow along as well? Nah, we're just observers, remember? Don't gotta do anything. Yet. We gotta creep the hell out anyway, just thinking about acting like them. Me too. I feel like even just imitating them would be an offense to Arusha. First, let us begin by rewarding those whose skills tip heavy with good deeds. Followers Carson and Dolly, please step forward. Your worthy tithes and deeds in attracting new followers have caught the eye of our goddess. Therefore, I grant you both the title of Honorary Evangelist. May you both be a role model for all followers of our faith. Is a title? I'm hardly worthy of such a great honor. I'll dedicate my whole life to proving myself worthy of such a title. The same Carson we were speaking to before, yes? At least he looks happy. But with the donations and recruitments, it just feels like your classic pyramid scheme in here. To continue forward, it is time to punish those whose scales tip heavy with evil deeds. Follower Walton and the two transgressors from the other day, please step up. There's Mr. Walton, but who does he mean by transgressors? This is going from bad to worse. First, the transgressors. Though followers of your faith you may be, you are insincere. You consider us deviants, going so far as to report us to the authorities. Oh, they just picked up people from the street. Violating the teachings of Idios is a sin heavier than any other. Therefore, I shall hand down your deserved divine punishment in her place. What? Screw that, you crazy cultist! You're a madman! You just stopped by for the hell of it. I'm so done with this. Let us go. And you, follower Walton, stand to receive the goddess's divine punishment as well. I'm well aware that my tithes are insufficient, and I've failed to do enough good deeds, but I've been trying very hard to serve the faith by handing out flyers and recruiting people. We'll serve as best I possibly can. Please, I beg for a merciful judgment. You admit your failure at doing enough good deeds, but fail to acknowledge all the evil burdens you carry with you. You continue to fail to take responsibility for your past. Were you not a drinker and a gambler, one that neglected his family while at it? Your lack of good deeds and the heavy weight of your evil deeds tip the goddess's scale ever away from her favor. That can't be! I thought that by repenting and dedicating myself to my faith, my sins would go away, and I'd be able to return to my family. That would only be possible if you had evened the scales with good deeds. Dare you object to the goddess's judgment? You haven't paid us enough money yet. You needn't fear, divine punishment as it may be, our sacred ritual will cleanse you from your sins. Open your arms wide to your judgment. I shall observe your last moments myself. What? Now, away with you three. With today's judgments, Idios skills find themselves even once more. May you all continue with your good deeds evermore, so that the goddess may acknowledge you. This is utterly beyond the pale. Letting a religious movement like this stand is a threat to everyone. Makes me feel sick. Let's bounce before Carson gets back. Let's chase after our client's father and the rest. When they got outside, they saw the guru boarding a luxury sedan driven by a Libra Domina follower. They also saw Walton and the two transgressors being forced into a second car. Then approached the leader as they were climbing into the cars, managing to slip something onto him unseen. Oh, we got trackers? We got GPS trackers? Did you just attach something to the guru's clothes? Is it a transmitter? That's the kind of thing you hear about in spy novels and such. You got it. Bit of an older model, really, but it's the same grade used by foreign intelligence divisions and such. Put it through some, let's say, less than legal means. Been waiting for a while to get the chance to use it. We'll send its signal straight to a cipher. Let's report back to our client first. Gotta make sure he's aware that we found his dad. Allow me to make the report then. Go for it. Let's hurry, gang. So they've gone underground. It's quite the ideal place for any illicit activities, if going undetected is your goal. Let's get after him, or we're gonna lose him. Right. So we've gotten some heavy side quests, huh? At least in terms of stakes for the side characters. I was worried this might happen. The tracker's so old that its signal is too weak to accurately follow underground like this. Should we split up and see if we can find them? Please wait one moment. The transmitter's orbital waves are faint, but it is possible to detect them. So if I use Marduk's search software, I should be able to pinpoint the transmitter's rough location. You can do that? Reset with her magic phone. It worked. The transmitter is currently north of us and moving farther into the ruins. You really did it. That's amazing. You're really earning your keep, huh? Let's get moving. I mean, isn't there just one way forward anyway?
Arts work best on this end.
Oh, we just one-shot them.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Look at that.
Brace yourself.
Got 2 experience. And I feel like I should do it for the
Arts attack. Nice.
the Sepith.
Getting combat. Glad that worked out okay. Arts attacks advance. Arts attacks
Battle
advance.
finished. You did exemplary work.
Good work, guys. We all in one piece?
Arts work best on this end. Enemy suppressed. Nice work. Next, beginning engagement.
We
Brace
probably could
yourself.
teleport it towards the end of this place, couldn't we?
Guy to fight. One more.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Oh, well, whatever.
Not over.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
Arts work best on this end.
I don't feel like this is necessarily a bad thing to do.
Combat over. Processing data.
Get all that extra quartz. Sorry, quartz extra Sepith. I turn into quartz if I ever get enough to unlock all slots. This is one of Giacomo's old hideouts. Huh, there's a funny coincidence. Anyway, we ain't got time to waste. We're going in. Several minutes before. Son of a bitch, what are we even doing here? You can shove your divine judgment, so your divine punishment up your ass. Oh, Idios, please forgive me for my sins. The purification ritual before the ceremony is now complete. Now I shall summon a servant of the goddess to deliver your punishment. Oh, one of her 6 hands, bless us with your presence. Isn't that a real artifact? I feel like I've seen this flute before. What? It's no servant of the goddess. That's a monster. Can't believe it. I will admit that as much as I try to make this seem like a legitimate church, this part straddles the line of believability. Unfortunately, this is the only powerful monster the artifact is capable of summoning, so I fear it will have to do. It's a little nightmare to control, I'll have you know. It refuses to do what I tell it to unless it gets fed in a timely manner. Oh, so that's why he brings people like this, huh? What is the meaning of this? Have you been deceiving us, Father? And not at all. I never expected anyone to really believe my lies. You just happen to be gullible enough to do so. Besides, when I said I would send you to meet your maker, I very much meant it. That is exactly where we will be going. I can't believe it. Is this the end for us? It's an apology what you want? I'll apologize all you want, so please. I'm sorry, Stefan. I'm sorry, dear. Forgive me for my stupidity. Good job outing yourself, you shady bastard. Damn, we got one shot. I shouldn't expect you to have an artifact, though. Where'd you get your hands on that thing? Who are you? No, I know you. You were at the ceremony earlier. You got us. We're Awkward Solutions, and the son of one of these fine gents asked us to come investigate you. You're looking at me. Then Stefan sent you? Indeed. He wanted to know if you were safe and nothing more. However, now that we know you are in danger, we cannot turn a blind eye. Move behind us, everyone. Right. You should also know that we recorded what you said earlier. I was disgusted by what I heard too. You talk of good deeds, yet it's all just a scheme to make you money and feed your pet. If that wasn't bad enough, now you're treating their lives like playthings. What are you even trying to do? You just said it yourself. All I care about is getting rich. I mean, you could do that without feeding people to an animal. All I had to do was dream up a possible sounding church and flex my acting chops a little, and the mirror just flowed right in. I stumbled on this artifact by complete coincidence, but it lets me get rid of anyone who stands in my way, so I'm more than happy to keep using it. I can't picture a better enterprise than this one. Maybe it is partly true that people shouldn't have fallen for your lies, and wanting to earn money isn't a bad thing in itself. But you're abusing the goddess's name, and your way of earning it is just so shameless and scummy that you don't deserve to get away with it. Well, you're free to think whatever you want, because you'll be carrying those feelings to the grave in a few minutes. Go forth, Divine Messenger, you will be punishing them first. Come on, we're taking him down.
Give me your worst.
Engaging shield.
I won't hold back. A chance for a shot boost. Accessing.
Initialize. A chance. Ha! Yes! Perfect chance.
A boost would work here. Energy output at maximum.
I don't really want to use my my burst at this point, but since I'm getting it with Van.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
This'll hurt.
Give them your all.
Over here. All for you. All you, Agnes.
Initializing deploying shield.
You won't get away with this.
It looks like he just has a single
Energy output
a
at
single
maximum.
AoE that he does once in a while.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit broken.
Don't mind me. Reset. You cannot run. Fire. Ha! Let's go down.
Here goes.
Full boost. Go all out. All out. Give them your all.
Time for the...
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know he could do that.
Chance.
Activating skill.
Shine.
That kind of reminds me of some war monsters from the previous games.
Not getting free. Now it's my turn.
Maybe I should put, maybe I should get my shield up
Don't
again.
mind me.
I'm so glad this thing is so fucking huge.
Going all in.
Accessing. Initialize.
Chance.
Full boost. Give them your all.
Over here. All for you. Hit him fast, Barry.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Fierce guardian blade. Slice them up.
Oh, come on.
Deploying shield.
It's garbage.
Now it's my turn.
Energy output max.
Don't mind me.
Activating skill.
Prepare yourself.
A chance!
Am I paralyzed or something? Looks like I can't do anything.
I suggest we strike now.
Like hell, you... That all you got?
Not getting through. I won't lose. What should I do?
Going all in.
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here. Mary.
Activating skill.
There we go. Dad.
Over here! All for you!
I really want that
I won't
that
hold
hit
back.
quartz.
Don't mind me.
Energy output max.
Don't mind me.
I wanna
Keep it
use
up.
one of
It's
these.
working.
Activating
Watch
skill.
closely. Accelerating. It's over. Radiant. Zeta.
Boost gauge limiter removed. Energy activating skill.
There we go.
A chance!
Full boost. Go all out.
This'll hurt.
Give him your all.
I'll dice you up! All you, Agnes!
Oh, he killed
What
the
should
total,
I
right?
do?
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here.
Oh, there we go. No, are you alright, Father? Yes, I'm fine. I just never imagined that my pet would be defeated. Phew, now we can finally talk for real. It was tough, but now you've lost, and it's time for you to admit it and let everyone go. Never! As long as I have this flute, I will never lose. Get back up. You still haven't wiped the floor with them for me. What was that sound? Was it from the ceiling or the flute? I think it was both. That's bad. They're both at their limit. If he blows the flute again, it's gonna break and the monster's gonna go berserk. He's gonna make the crack in the ceiling even bigger, and that'll bring the entire thing down. Should I finish off the monster before that can happen? Okay. I'll try and warn our conman priest, even if he's probably not gonna listen. So we kinda need the chaos points, which is the top option. Kill the monster gives you low points. And if you pick the second option, you actually have to fight the monster again, but in a sort of victory lap kind of thing. It has less health and you only have Van. Let's try this. I've got no time to stress over this. I'm just gonna have to try my luck. Listen up, because I'm only gonna say this once. If you blow on that flute again, you're finished. Ah, sore losers, are we? It's you who are finished. Go plead with the goddess for her forgiveness. No, how could this happen? No! How does it still have this much strength left? More formidable than I thought. Ah, you damn idiot. Get out of the room, everyone! The ceiling's gonna collapse! Oh no! Retreat! From this distance, we won't be able to. Wait, your judgment isn't finished yet. Don't let them get away. Attack them! Ah, wait! We're really going to be... Well, seems deserved. He got what was coming to him. If only he had listened to what Mr. Arkwright said. He made his choice. This is on him. Anyway, we're going back to the surface. You're coming with us, too. Does that mean... I'm gonna go see your son. I'm so glad you're okay, Dad. You look like you've lost a bit of weight since last I saw you, though. Ah, maybe I did. I'm so sorry for worrying you, son. I was just so desperate to get our family back together. Church gave me hope that I might, and I foolishly clung to it. After everything, I was led astray again. I'm so ashamed. I still have work to do to be the man I want to be. If anything, it's good to see you being so honest with yourself. Don't worry, I'll be here to support you through it all, Dad. We'll improve together, no matter how long it takes. Oh, Stefan, thank you. It's so nice seeing a happy ending. The bad guy even got squished. I really can't thank you enough. Like, Van just getting people killed in side quests. Side quest antagonists actually murdered. I sure to think what could have happened if you hadn't come in to help when you did. Thank you so much. Don't mention it, just doing my job. The guru and the artifact have both been lost. It's only a matter of time before the church itself falls apart now that it lacks a leader. Now you can do your best not to cause any more trouble. Oh, of course, you got my word on that. Well, I think it's about time we let you get back to work. Once more, thank you, and take care. Sure, same to you.
Mission accomplished.
I actually
Great
wonder,
job, you
if you go
guys.
back down there to the sewers, to the hideout, is it caved in?
Mira deposit confirmed.
Your safe is ringing, Van. You got a monster extermination request. So it is. I'm sure I've seen this number
What's up,
before.
Arkride? Heard you had a bad time in Tharbad.
Is it Sin? I really feel his voice doesn't fit. Ugh, not you.
Aw, what do you mean, not you? You're gonna make me cry.
Can you blame me for being worried? You people are always hovering over me and judging how I choose to handle my work. Plus, I have a sinking feeling you're only calling to bring trouble to my doorstep. Again. My
Am I
doorstep.
that easy to read? Yeah, this job's a toughie for sure.
Having trouble reading.
I'll cut to the chase. Would you mind coming with me to the 13th?
You're not just asking me to kill stuff? The 13th. Surely you don't need me to spell out what that means. I do, though. You strike me as the guy who dropped by there a lot. No comment. I'm curious, what business do you have there? Oh, nothing major. But it's not exactly a place I fit in, especially as of late. So I figured I'd ask if you could tag along. Come on, help a guy out, will you? Alright, you win. You owe me one after this, though. Wanna meet up in the C3 area? Sure thing. Oh, and don't feel like you need to rush if you've got other business to take care of. I can keep myself busy while I wait. Time to do other side quests. What do you want? Oh, nothing much. Don't worry about it. Guess I'll head over once I've wrapped up my other work. Okay, before we do the next quest... Let's switch characters. We've had Perry around all day. It's time to give Aaron a shot. We gotta be fair. Oh, I also want to check the underground area. Okay, what's in this one? It's in Station District.
What are we waiting for?
Oh wow, it actually is caved in. That's surprising. Like a side quest changed the state of the area. Okay, let's go to the bulletin board in Old Town.
Banner launched.
Let's do this.
Right.
What do I do?
Let's see what we've got.
Okay, now here's the monster quest. Alright then. Let's see. Oh, let me check something.
So... Oh...
Okay, where was this anyway?
Time to depart.
Oh, could I get CP back? I'm just noticing that most characters don't have any. No, it's just HP and EP. Well, I guess we're gonna have to whack some monsters for a while.
Watch out for ranged attacks. Oh my. Quite the reception.
Get to work.
They're kind of overleveled.
That one looks tough.
Charge attack available.
Just a little bit. Ow. One damage.
Keep moving, baby.
Up to you, Reset. Sucker.
Miss Claudel. No.
Escape route secure.
Leave this to me. Live with this.
Nice job, Anya.
They're done. Now it's time for stalls.
Combat finished. Nice job.
Next.
More remain.
Come back when you're stronger.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
No, actually, I could have just gone to the bathhouse. That gives my CP back, right?
More remain.
I wasn't thinking about that.
I've got
Assault complete. Collecting data now.
Good work, guys.
Now we're
We all in one piece.
That one looks tough.
Entering bath. Could use a charge attack, you know.
Not done yet.
Assault complete.
Also, we have
Collecting
mostly
data now.
full CP
Here.
now.
Just what I needed.
Okay. Let's go find this quest monster now. Also, I kind of want to switch.
Switching to
Anya's-
maintenance mode.
Oh, I don't think I can do it from here. Maybe I can. Wow. Huh. That's a lot of slots. And it comes with 2 already. I'm gonna have to give her this, huh?
Arts driver switched. Arts driver switched.
But later. I'll do that later. I just don't feel like going back and figuring my inventory out now. A fearsome foe sprawling around. Does this team have magic? Some of it.
Now's a good time to
Weak to
boost.
earth and wind, surprisingly.
Going all in.
Keep it up. It's working.
Here it goes.
Got your number.
I won't hold back.
It hit Van. I'm kind of mad about that. It hit Aaron, I mean.
A chance for a shard boost.
Going all in.
Accessing. Initialize. Mr. Arclight. Full boost. Go all
This'll
out.
hurt.
Activating
Time
skill.
for the main.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Threat detected.
Initializing drive.
Engaging shield. Engaging shield. There.
Don't screw with me!
Oh, I don't have enough.
Something's coming. Get ready.
I don't have enough meter to do what I want here. Oh well.
Threat
They
detected.
just hit a couple
Take
of them.
care.
They're so big I can't tell if I'm actually have them in
Don't
the,
take
in
your
the
eye
thing.
off me.
Activating skill.
Ugh, but I'm getting tired.
Moving, Van!
This'll hurt.
Full
Well, let's
boost.
do another one.
All
Why
out.
not?
Activating
Time
skill.
for the.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Engaging shield. Here I go. Don't mind me.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Here I go.
Activating
Watch
skill.
closely.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
A chance.
One of them survived somehow.
Activating drive. Activating skill. There. They're stunned. There.
I'm pretty well.
Nice. Moving on up.
Stats upgraded.
Quartet.
Well done, everyone. Reward deposited.
And we're almost at the next level. And we also got some extra free time. Okay. Actually, during the fight, while I was looking at advanced CP, I kind of remember, don't I have some new equipment? It would be really good for him. Yeah, we have the gladiator headband right now, but yeah, there's this too. How about instead? How about I just get him more CP every single turn? I just want to see if that behaves the way I expect it to, actually.
Initializing planner mode.
If it gives me CP every time a character acts, then it's crazy. If it only gives me a bit of CP... on Van's turn, it's less interesting.
Just what I needed.
Also, kind of want to figure out... let's see... Oh yeah, there's this that I would like to do for someone, but I don't want to open slots as well. I can't do it anyway. Can I have you use a different one? Instead of wall, I think Albion would be really good. Oh, this just has all the elements, huh? Interesting. I was actually thinking it would be nice to have something that could always target all elemental weaknesses, and that's why I was looking at this thing. But maybe this is a better plan. And I can put healing items here. Huh, I don't have any... I don't have any spells that aren't, that are Mirage or... What's it called? Mirage or Time or Space. Let's try this for a bit. Also... Man, I wish there was a way to get more quartz fast. I can just buy them, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Sure, Lost Mobius. Argent Thorn. I'm not sure which one I should use. I'll go for this one. She already has healing stuff, so... Let's see... Let me just make her be able to handle every element. Okay, now while I'm at it, what kind of quartz do you have?
Switching to maintenance mode. Switching to maintenance mode.
Okay, I gave you Earthen Burst, which made you able to cast Earth Arts faster, but now that I'm doing this whole thing, it was kind of pointless. I got all the other verses. I don't really have good cores. I was gonna get shield 1. Sorry. Okay. We have free time now, right? Let's head back to the office and do it from over there.
Initializing planner mode.
Time to depart.
Okay, now I get to choose. Do I want to see the ex-wife or do I want to talk to Judith? Yeah, it might be a good idea to just save beforehand, do one, and then reload. Just to see both of them. Ben's group decided to take a short break. We're gonna go watch a movie with Elaine. No, actually, I just put my feet up on the desk and I realized I was shaking the microphone. Guess I shouldn't do that while I'm streaming. Sorry about that. Hey there, not used to seeing you here. Oh, it's you, Van. I'm not here to watch any movies, so I was just passing through after receiving a nearby assignment. That explains it. For a set, I thought you were slacking off and sneaking in a showing. Just because you have that sort of time on your hands doesn't mean we all do. I happen to be busy as ever. Hey, I'm plenty busy too, you know? I'm just taking a short break. Anyway, which movie caught your attention? Here's what Beauty's Blade is into these. Sorry, I can't talk anymore. I have to get back to work. Hey, I was just asking. The Mishi everyone loves is hitting the big screen. Mishi and Boots coming to theaters this November. Well, that explains it. Can't say I'm shocked she's a little bashful about it. Nothing wrong with liking Mishi though. I've got an idea. Get him a Moshi strap. Moshi souvenirs. Sometime later. Hey again. Oh, we met twice in one day. What are the chances? You're playing it up like it's a coincidence, but I suspect this was very much deliberate. I could arrest you for stalking, you know? Oh, don't be like that. I just wanted to give something to you. Here you go. Is this a Mishi plush? Yep, this thing's merch for the Mishi and Boots movie that's coming next month. You can only get it in theaters for a limited time. You have no idea how long I had to wait in line for it. Where did you go out of your way to do that for me? Well, I figured you wanted one because you looked like you were dying to see it. I don't want to see it that much. But even if I did, that doesn't mean you had to get this for me. Well, that wasn't the only reason. I just happened to remember about that promise I broke all those years ago. I know giving you this thing won't fully make up for it. Weren't wrong. Also, did you just refer to Mishi as this thing? Rude. Sorry about that. Anyway, catch you later. I guess this is kind of significant for the background, huh? There's a theme park in Crossbow called Michelin Wonderland. Well, that's new. And this is its mascot. We're back. What are you reading there? Well, looks like it's some news from Crossbow. Anyway, what's this cat-looking thing? Mishi? Looks ugly as hell. Don't tell me you like that thing. I'm allowed to like whatever I want. I'm sorry my tastes aren't up to your standards. It's always good to see you two getting along so well. Crossbow is only one station away on the Transcontinental Railroad. Why don't you take a part-time job so you can take her next year? Don't push me into it. So, what are you thinking? If you really want to go, Really? You take me? I mean, if you'd really like to take me that badly, I suppose I can come along. You just can't be cute, can you? You're one to talk, Mr. Dark and Brooding. Thank you, Van. I can hardly wait to go. What's this music? Does he have any idea how many years it's been since then? Like, 7? Still, I'm happy he remembered. Afterwards, Van reunited the others and got back to work.
You've always been stubborn as a mule. Although I suppose that's reassuring in its own way.
Struggling beauty splayed. Okay, let's reload and do the other one next. I feel like this is not a good use of our bond points for Elaine at this point. How the hell? I
Initializing
keep forgetting the
planner
button.
mode.
Meanwhile, Judith only has 4 stages and we haven't even started with her. It's also the first time we see her here, so... Van decided to pay a visit to the bookstore in Troll District and browse through their section on films. Damn, this publisher works fast. Already got something out about the Tharbat Film Festival. Let's see what they say about it. Yep, they were definitely there and watching the entrance. Check it out, another special on Nina Fenley. That chick's on a roll lately. I mean, why wouldn't she be? She stole Judith Lancer's crown as Best Actress at the film. God, I'm struggling a little bit. She stole Judith Lancer's crown as Best Actress at the festival. She's gotta be the hottest actress in Zamuria right now. Guess it's now Nina's time to be in the spotlight. Not that I'll stop liking Judith or anything, of course, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, man. No one keeps the action sexy like her. ... Is that who I think it is? Does she have sunglasses on? Okay, no time to waste. Time to watch another. We're watching the same movie again? That's gonna be the 3rd time now. Huh? What the heck? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing coming to this theater and watching your own movie over and over again? Don't you think that's kinda... Shush! Don't you say another word? This isn't a good place to talk. Follow me. Phew, alright, the coast is clear. She just does her hair. Do you know what would have happened if people in that theater knew I was there? It'd be chaos. And you're the one who blared your horn. I was trying to keep my voice down so only you could hear me. If people were gonna notice you, it wouldn't have been because of me. Well, you still... No, you didn't answer my question. Why all the repeat viewings of your own movies? You that much of a narcissist? Who said I was a narcissist? It's nothing like that. Look, I get it. We'll go through that phase at some point in our lives. It's perfectly normal for you to get a kick out of how hot you look in the mirror when you're going through puberty. But you're a little old for that, though. I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. What do you mean old? I'm younger than you. I'll take your word for it, then. So what is it you're doing? Some kind of weird hobby? Her hair is freaking out. It's not a hobby. It kept clipping through her arm. I didn't come here to watch the movie. I came here to watch the audience. The audience? Like what? To bask in their adoration as they watch you strut your stuff? Oh, damn, girl. You're an even bigger narcissist than I thought. Gotta hand it to you. It takes a special kind of person to go to that much trouble to have their ego massaged. Props. You're just trying to piss me off, aren't you? You figured it out already? And here I was hoping I'd get a couple more sells out of that. You could at least pretend to be a little sorry. I swear, talking to you is bad for my mental health. Okay, real talk. I'm guessing you're here to gauge the audience's reaction to your work? More or less. Although I'm mostly looking for some specific things. When I come on the screen, I pay attention to how the people around me are acting. Where they laugh, where they cry, where they are let down, stuff like that. It gives me a good barometer of how well my acting is landing with people. I can see where I maybe need to improve going forward. You don't say. I didn't realize you did so much hard homework between shoots. I don't do it just to study their reactions either. I also do it to put things into perspective for myself, I guess you'd put it. Not sure I follow. When I'm filming something, obviously I like to think that the final product is going to come out just like the director and I intended. But audiences don't always see what we see in the same way. They might hate something you felt confident about, or they love something that you didn't even put all that much work into. Some people might just chalk it up to differences in taste or perspective. That feels like such a waste when there's so much you can learn. Unlike what you might think, we don't make movies just to satisfy ourselves. We want audiences to be moved, maybe even be inspired by them. You can't improve your craft as an actor unless you take the time to sit down and figure out where you and your audience don't see eye to eye. At least, that's what I sincerely feel. You put more thought into your work than I expected. I always figured you were just riding the wave of your success all the way to the bank. Like lately I've seen some tweets about actors just talking about, oh well, I don't really care about the movie I'm playing on. I'm just glad I'm getting paid for it. And some people noting that it's kind of wild that they get to just say that to the public. You sound like my mom and Grammy. What on Samoria makes you think I'm anything like that? I'm trying to give you a compliment, I swear. Interesting to know your family gives you that same sort of grief, though. Pretend you didn't hear that. Also, I'm impressed you can discern people's faces so much inside a dark movie theater. Is that one of the perks from your side hustle? It gives you cat vision at night? No, it's not because of I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who does this woman think she's fooling? Is this some sort of field research? Sorry. Is this sort of field research something you've always done since becoming an actress? I used to do it a lot back in the day, but the last 2 or 3 years, not so much. These days, as soon as I wrap up one film, it's immediately onto the next shoot. Between that and my other occupation, I hardly have time for it now. But he had some free time for once and decided to do it for old time's sake? Had it? More like I had to make it for myself. I had to turn down every offer for shooting and interviews in order to make this happen. No kidding, that determined, huh? It's not just that I missed it and wanted to do it. The festival made me realize I need to start stepping up my game. Because you had the award for Best Actress taken from you from under your nose? Pretty much. Nina has such an incredible talent for an actress her age. I knew she might catch up to me sooner or later, but I didn't remotely expect it to happen so soon. I get how that might be a shock to you, but it's just one film festival. Do you really need to be so hung up on the results? Her winning the award doesn't take away from the caliber of your own acting. Golden Blood and Wolf's Requiem are both huge, incredibly entertaining films. Most reviews had them neck and neck when it came to the quality of their acting and their sheer level of polish. I appreciate the pep talk, but I don't want to give myself excuses for what happened. At the end of the day, I lost out. Those are the facts, plain and simple. If I don't always knock audiences and judges off their feet with my acting, then I'm not doing the absolute best I can. Spoken like a true actress who's earned her spot as the queen of the industry. When I first got to see the real her, I thought I'd regret ever being a fan, but maybe I don't have anything to worry about after all. Got something else you want to say to me, huh? Anyway, not to get off topic, but how did you see through my disguise to the theater? I know it wasn't the most elaborate thing in the world, but I was pretty confident I wouldn't get caught. Probably only noticed because I heard a couple guys talking about you right before I saw you. If I hadn't, I doubt I'd given you the time of day. Sorry, if I hadn't, I doubt I'd have given you the time of day. Really, what were they discussing? Nothing big, just how things went for you at the film festival. From the way they were talking, those awards, or lack of, I guess, don't seem to have done anything to diminish your fan base. I know I still count myself as part of it. Oh, good to know. Well, don't you worry, next time a film festival comes rolling around, I'll be standing at the top of that winner's podium where I belong. Until then, I'm going back to basics and honing my acting so that it's much better. You'll see. Good luck with that. I'll be watching.
Maybe you're not so bad after all.
Genuinely talented Phantom Thief. Getting a lot of boosts to the SCLM stuff. Hopefully it starts to get noticeable. Okay. Let's see. Only been streaming for 2 hours today? Man, I'm feeling kind of tired. And I haven't even reached the time where I usually end the stream, even if I started late. Okay, in that case, let's start the next bit of the story. It was, Old Town, call it a day. I agreed to meet up with the immovable once my work was done. Should I head over there now? Afterward, they went to Station Street to pick up some odds and ends. Then when it came time to return to the office... It's a little early, but I think we should call it a day. You can head on back to the office, and yes, feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want. Really? Is this about your call with the big guy earlier? Nah, it's nothing that important. Oh, and your trial period's over, Reset. I don't know how long you were planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you. Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base. Appreciate it. Anyway, don't stay out too late now, you guys. Oh, are you gonna get followed? Something about this rubs me the wrong way. What do you say we tail him? We shouldn't invade his privacy. I'm not fooling anyone. We both know you want to know what's up. You want to find out what's up? I mean, yeah, but... You said, aren't you against prying into Van's business too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seemed he was going there for the sake of his acquaintance rather than for personal business. But in truth, I was recommended to start spending more time as I please, so I intend to do just that. What? Nice save, mate. We could use some help, though. Let's give the Peep Squeak a call. Will you be coming along, Miss Claudel? Fine. I don't want to be the only one left out. I really thought you were more mature than this. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I'm still only 20, after all. Unlike Van, old man that is 24. Should be in the hospice. Nice. Shook them off. I'm a little sad about that though. That chin strap dude is still. He's everywhere. Man, a biggest bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect to get stares. Hey there, sorry for calling you on such short notice. How do you manage to convince the others to let you go? Don't worry about it, I lost them anyways. But I think you could give me more of a heads up next time. Those kids will poke their nose into anything once they catch a whiff. Sure thing, next time. So what do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elaine or Clausel have done the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they'd probably make me stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're about to meet. Oh, come on. Hey, I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. Is it Walter? Haven't seen him for a bit, and he is related to Sin in a manner of speaking. Are we at Sector 7? What? Blacklight District. Is that a plate up there? Well, here we are. The place the city's very worst call home. For how long it's been around, it's kind of crazy how much more lively it's gotten in the past few years. No kidding, you won't find it on any map, yet people are still somehow finding their way down here. But what criminal wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone where they can let off all the steam they damn well please? It would be a bit much for your little ones to handle right now, though. Yeah, hate to do it, but I gotta introduce them to it eventually. Can't stay ignorant of its existence forever when you're in this line of work. Ah, true enough. So my impression of you being a mother hen looking after her chicks wasn't so far off after all, huh? Oh, can it? So where are we going? Well, let's peek in at the nearby bars for starters. Watch your back, alright? I know.
Mind if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
That art is interesting. What was that run?
I'll take you on.
It's just a fight. You just randomly start a fight.
Run out. Let's have some fun. All fired up.
Oh, guess I can't control him.
Arclight.
This'll hurt.
It's over! Activating skill.
My move now.
Activating skill.
Put you in your place.
Your move, Jin.
Howl for me.
Thundering kick.
Oh, he's doing Thundering Kick, holy shit.
Come on, a chance.
It looks like we only do get CP from Van acting though.
Activating skill.
You're down.
It's a lot though.
Activating skill.
Son of a...
And that's how it's done. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know what they're getting into. Goes to show why the title school still got its rep. I saw some of its luster from back in the day, alas. The central dojo closed down 10 years ago after Master Ryuga passed. Now it hangs on by a thread split between several disparate dojos. Speaking of those, got something on your mind? I remember you like to visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and then to train with the disciples. Why not take up the mantle and revive the title school outright? You ever think about doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me, but I don't think I'm cut out to lead the whole school like that. And I can't just shirk my duty as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. True, you probably can't afford to lose somebody as high up as you. Given everything going on right now, yeah. You flatter me. I can't take all the credit, though. You really held your own in that fight back there. You've got a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. I can tell you were trained in Kunlun, clear as day. Must have a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. I don't know why that made me laugh a little bit. Hell of a master is right. He went and wasted his talent on a punk cast like me. Couldn't even repay him for everything he did. You don't say. Did he mean... Anyway, let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
I gotta buy everything now. Safe and street legal. I do have some of the greater stuff. But I've had issues with people not using it right. Can't trust those boys with it, so I don't advertise it. What are you telling us then?
What will it be?
Oh, he's giving us edibles? Wait, cookies made with herbs that give us of okay, lemon balm. For a second I read something different. And chamomile earrings, something for Elaine.
I'll be seeing you.
Oh, let me check again real quick.
What will it be?
I feel like I missed something. Okay, I know.
I'll be seeing you.
Hello. You're pretty. So what, right? I don't even want to be on it. Really? Why not?
Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale.
Something for Ren. And a classic coin. We'll probably have to buy this to trade it later.
Ha!
Okay. I'm gonna have
Best
to
come again soon.
try and get everything in all the shops.
I've got some. Best come again soon.
Okay, I don't need to head straight to the right thing, right? I can visit all the shops.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
New weapons. I already got the best thing for this chapter. Oh, that's new. You can give salvation. I don't wonder if I should buy it. And more movement.
We await your
I
next
think I'm gonna
visit.
wait for a bit. I may regret it though. Having the extra evasion could be
Let's
a
talk
life
if you
changer.
don't take too long to decide now.
Steel.
Come back soon.
Gray hair from Northumbria? You serious? Sin Bathik? What the hell are you doing here? Look, if you're just a customer, that's fine, but you're on our turf, and we're not the straight laces you deal with on the surface. You stay the hell out of our business, and we'll steer clear of yours. You got that? Don't worry, I know my place here. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers. Sometimes all I want is to shoot the shit over drinks. Nothing wrong with that, is there? No, provided you don't try to pull anything funny. And drop the goody two-shoes bullshit while you're here, okay? Makes me want to puke. I hear you. I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. Must be some kind of ex-Jaeger to be talking like that. But you don't go down that rabbit hole. People don't like you prying into their histories here. And anyway, pretty sure this ain't the bar we want. Guess these are Jaegers? They're dressed like them at least. Which way was he going?
Not this way. I don't sense any chi. They must not be here.
Okay, not allowed to go that way.
Who in the hell are you talking about?
Boss is gonna yell at you.
I'm scared.
I am stuffed. Whew. I am stuffed.
Weird echo.
Love me a sugar rush.
Hey, extra defense and a good amount too. No, sure enough. You're shitting me, right? We're to hold things up. And Sal.
How delightful
only
it is
saw
to
Walter.
see you, Mr. Arkwright. And you as well, Immovable. You sure took your sweet-ass time. Didn't expect Arkwright to be with you, though.
I'm just here to do him a favor. But if I'd known we were coming to see scumbags like you, I'd have turned him straight down. Come on now, no need to be like that. I knew you were in Calvard, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, eh, Walter? No, since Jormungandr, huh? Bugged the hell out of me we weren't able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Huh, same here. So I'm sure it's no coincidence that I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. Who's the other person? I spoke to these two before you showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about those guys. I see now. We're all after Almada, so we're here to trade information on them. Didn't think I'd chanced into a gathering this major, so who's our imposing friend?
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present. Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
That's asking a lot. For the code and you being part of this group, it gives me an idea of who you might be affiliated with. Who's an assassin? I forget the name of the organization from the kids last time. I guess it's the one that's bleeding members to Almada. To kick this thing off, it's proving impossible to even learn more about Almada at this point. Heard a report the other day that a bracer and an undercover op on them still hasn't come back. We have been in much the same position ever since the situation in Langport. Bracers do undercover ops. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders, the kind meant to serve as an example. Ugh. They just keep getting worse. We've had nothing like that on our end, but there's one guy up top who can't seem to wipe the smile off his face since they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, you know they're real monsters. Sounds to me like we all think we're better off crushing them before they become even more of a headache. This guy, he the one you mentioned a while back?
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
Who was the Oathbreaker? Was that a new guy? The infamous Fourth Angus, huh? Doesn't quite sit right. I imagine our definitions of crush differ here, but at least we know where we all stand now. Save for a friend keeping his cards up to his chest, or keeping his cards to his chest there anyway. Sounds like the CID's up to something too. Still, wish you could figure out just what their boss is thinking. Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Here's some colorful... God damn it. Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Here's some colorful rumors about it myself. Wait, the president? Huh? Is it just the president? But knowing he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him alright in my book. Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right, but the current president has proven even more receptive towards us. Some of the others are rather fond of him. Though that does also make him a far more formidable foe during negotiations. Oh, the boss of the CID. I thought they were talking about Almada for a second. I was like, wait, what? From our perspective, the President's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flapping red flag. Oh, do not misunderstand. All of our cooperative efforts are in line with your guild's code. Heaven forbid otherwise. Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkwright. Your part's just about to come up.
Walter.
Walt.
It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place. You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
Ha! Sounds like a plan.
Wait, you saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no, I ain't here to watch two monsters beating the crap out of.
Who said you'd watch? You and White Orchid Dragon are joining. Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
What?
I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber. But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkwright and the famed Jin the Immovable.
Jin? Well, you should be.
Sorry, Arkwright, but this is just how it's gotta be. We'd lose sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
Oh, you damn asshole. This is 2v2.
I shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
Who are you? Were you so up for this? You're welcome to my spot, you know.
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin! Deploying shards! Try not to bore me, alright?
We don't have a shield on us.
Don't hold anything back now. Alright.
Walter has a crit. Screw it, I'm just gonna Vandalize Raid right away.
Brace yourself!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Like hell you're running. Beat shit.
Better be ready.
Oh, I can actually control him. Heralding Fist. Delay, back attack bonus. Thundering Kick. Distend.
Oh, is that all you've got?
Probably should have waited before I dropped the...
Pull out all the stops!
Displaying data.
Yeah, I might seal them.
The hell's the matter, huh?
Activating skill.
Alright. You're crushed!
I might have wanted to save the burst so I could see his
You're making me
S-craft.
get serious.
Like hell you are! Bring it on!
Full boost. Go all out.
The hell's the matter, huh? Here goes. You ain't seen nothing!
I thought you were frozen.
Razor! Hurricane! I'm all fired up.
Energy output maximum.
Maximum! It's this one, right?
The hell's the matter? Behold, the fists of the immovable! Damn you! They flinched. Now we're talking.
Well done.
Well, looks like we did it. We just needed to get them to half health. I like the voice of Sin's core.
And you still won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
Whoa, the hell are you? Hold on a sec. This is looking real bad. I gotta scram. I can't move. I fear there is no stopping this. I'm honored to bear witness. Since preparing his S-craft.
enough.
Well then. You're...
Kilika!
You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
What are these other guys?
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do. So I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see. Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Oh, wait a minute!
This was all his fault!
Children, I see.
Don't give me that. You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
Looking more and more like the infants from where I'm standing. What a shame. I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. You are a force to be reckoned with, Flying Swallow. It's good to see you, Spriggan. As he what was the way he said it? He said the name, Jin? Jin? I see Jin is causing you trouble yet again. As for you, Cao, are you sure it's alright for you to be out of Crossbow after your promotion to President? Worry not, I posted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. The guy has no shame. Also, you brought more suspicious folk to the party.
What? You got a problem with us, punk? So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Conlone School.
Wait, are you?
Now, Celise. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met.
Who are you?
Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Well, even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here.
Are you guys not with the other hooded guy?
Who knew a battle between the Society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us? But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the Society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more. I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise, Father Leon.
What?
You're not even trying to hide it.
Are they Knights of the Church?
You are quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
Must have been a hard job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts? You sure can run your mouth dire well, but don't go getting cocky.
Where did that come from?
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
Yeah? With what, Missy? That sword? Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get that damn...
I'm 27.
Huh?
It's like, damn, you're old. Come on.
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
It's older than Van. The grandma.
Huh. Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine. She hates when people talk about her little baby face and impressively short height.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkwright.
Why me? I have a feeling I know where these 3 are from.
Oh, there he is!
Guys?
Van! Wait, huh?
Sao! What kind of crazy party is this?
It's like, everyone's here. Where's Reset? Oh, if it's an Aaron. Aaron. What did I say there? How do you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my tail.
This is what happens when you only keep people half in the loop.
Elaine. I didn't think you'd want her down here too. Wait, isn't she the one and only Beauty's Blade, but the woman next to her?
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
My apologies. I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
Well, I was gonna bring you down to here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on about keeping him out of danger. Going to see now? We're used to danger. And besides, I see some other kids down here too. I know that you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever. Sorry for all the trouble this ended up costing, man. Hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach him about this place, no? Oh please, don't start acting like you did nothing wrong. I'll say, I have some choice words for you too, Jin. You didn't think to discuss your coming here with anyone else? Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well, fun's over. I've had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi anyway. I've done what I came for. Walter. We will see each other again at some point, even if the only other place I can imagine that happening is in your prison cell. Huh. Well, kind strangers, if you would excuse me. Yeah, that's enough of those. What was the name of the people from the church? Was it the big one? The Dominions? This might be Dominions of the church. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you all around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we met again, though that depends on what A does.
Well, now that the air has calmed down a touch, perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information?
Man, you never change.
Looks like there's no room for doubt then. Almada's got some other organization working for him. So it would appear. Their funding is at least partly coming from those who funded the racial terrorism of the past, too. That's awful. Bun was telling us about that not too long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, racially motivated attacks on those of Eastern and Central Eastern descent were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who trace their origins back to the Old Kingdom. But the situation changed significantly when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbow 4 years ago. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. And as soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. You didn't hear much from them after that. Then the post-war reparations put the entire issue on the back burner. That's not to say they disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided an ideal cover for them to continue in secret. And now their cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. Well, I don't know how those assholes are tied to Almada, but if they've got all those fat stacks at their disposal, that explains how they got so big so fast. Yeah, and with that kind of mira, they could bring people on the outside into the fold. Like the group Melchior and that new puppeteer come from. So then Almada is funded by white supremacist groups, is what I'm hearing? A group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Jaeger single-handedly, and likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the Gardens. Oh right, that was the name. I'm thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. You have, even in the criminal underworld. What's the Gardens? Is it some kind of group? They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Almada. They don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We first learned of their existence 9 years ago. Their modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them a first-class education in assassination. Gasp. Damn, didn't know stuff like that was even real. Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. The organization is divided into several groups, called Gardens, with each being led by an overseer. We are aware of their presence at Marduk as well. Their threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, it was at one point believed that most unsolved assassinations were their handiwork. Yeah, you can imagine the headache when we even had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, their name hasn't cropped up very much over the past couple of years. Not since the Overseer of the Garden of Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled the organization. Oh wow. I feel like I've read this story somewhere. Yeah, there was one of the books referring to that. And then we met the characters in Reverie. What is it, man? I was super disappointed about the character, the Overseer for the Garden of Swords. I forgot his name. I just remember him looking like a Magneto dropout that ended up turning into a Resident Evil Tyrant later in the game. And he was just so generic, so annoying. It was so boring. Nothing. Anyway, now we know that that group of monsters is working with Almada. So, like, is Almada just doing whatever they want with, like, the white supremacist money, or are they also motivated by it? It's still a mystery how they ended up that way. Same with how they wound up with all that terrorist funding. But maybe a more pressing question is why they're working together. True. They've got 3 of the worst styles that exist. Just a matter of working out what hand they're going for. You a Mahjong player too? Mahjong player too? You're right, we're gonna need to focus on that going forward. Indeed, albeit in our own unique ways, no doubt. Well, I believe we've had enough discussions for one day. Still, it seems clear there's more room for negotiations between us than some other groups going forward. Huh. I'm most humbled you're including us in that. Well, I don't know about you on GN, but KU has its moderates too, like Fan. I take it we can include you guys in that too, Arkwright. Goes without saying. Hell, we're the common thread between all of you. You're just gonna keep using us as a bridge between you anyways. You got that right, so we would, but of course. Stop being so in sync. That's a weird little shake. I see it didn't take you long to adjust to life in the capital. Just bear in mind that Lady Ashen is rather worried about you back in Langport. Do try to exercise restraint in your daily life, huh? Man, she could tend to chill out a little, and you should be the one checking in on home more often. How's Chin doing, by the way? He's been abroad in Remiferia for half a year now, right? I believe he's doing rather well. He attends Distinguished Middle School there, and is... No, Shin, it would be rather, right? He attends a distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends. Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with him and the Dire Wolf. I would have figured Rene would handle this kind of thing. That's right. The smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, yeah? He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As for what that case is, you will soon see. Huh? That's sure an ominous way of putting it. Jabber jabber, jabber jabber jabber. Jabber jabber. And everyone parts ways. And she's one of the more reasonable ones too. Why can't the CID be staffed by more normal people? Forgive me for saying so, but you're a fine one to talk. Yeah, I can't believe you came to a place like this without us. Kinda pisses me off I let you shake me in the first place, but that's in the past now. So, just what is this place? It's called the Blacklight District. It's the city's unofficial 13th district, and its dark side. A lawless zone that changes location from time to time, and that few cops dare to tread. It's home to criminals of every kind, good place for them to get together too. To think that all this time, such a place was right under my nose. You know, I feel like Abi said something about it to me before. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning. A spot to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze just to get here. An underground coliseum and contraband as far as the eye can see. It's like it was made for me. Well, too late to do anything now that you're here. I'm gonna guess people stayed awake because you had Elaine, but people are always getting into scuffles around here. Let me teach you how to speak this district's language. We'll take a tour while we do, but just keep your eyes peeled, alright? Right. Of course. I'm down. Maybe I get to actually buy stuff now.
What'll it be? Come again.
This old hag. This grandma coming to the underground bar. There's that chinstrap man again. So she gives a very sinister aura, sis. I was gonna say feats. This Barry. Alright. I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna start wrapping up. Next time, I'll take care of all the shopping in this district and handle these other events. Hopefully, I can just do them without moving the story forward too much. Let me check this. Alright, thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you next time. I'll be streaming this game again on Friday. I don't think I'm going to be streaming Granblue. Actually, even if it'll probably have a better viewership, I just kind of don't. Not feeling fighting game streams. And also, I kind of want to finish this game, so I need to keep putting in the work. If I start streaming something else, I'm going to drop it or mess up the schedule for it entirely. So, yeah. Anyway, bye-bye everyone. Have a good night.